Hey, what's up? This is Anthony with AGT Exotics, and today we're going to do some feedings. We're going to feed off our giant mealworms, and also there's a T trying to molt, so maybe we'll film that as well. Alright, so let's see what we get going on here. Alright, we're going to start off with Hysteria gigas. These big monsters. Let's see what we got here. Try to get its attention first. They come bolting pretty quick, so I don't want to lose them. Come on, guy. Girl. This one's a female. There we go. Probably give her two. Oh, maybe just one. That was a pretty slow attack. Usually she's really, really fast. Alright, so let's see if we can get this one to eat as well. Get some kind of a tool to lure them out with. There we go. Oh, dropped it behind. Oh. Kind of pulled it down with it. That'll be alright. Alright, here's my larger Grammostola poker piece. She just was out and I scared her away, so I have to lure her out. There we go. One thing I'm not liking about these big mealworms is they really stink. They put off quite the smell that overwhelms the whole room. Looks like she's just gonna sit right there and eat it. That's fine with me. Such a beautiful tea. She should be molting pretty soon. Alright, let's move on to another one. Right here's my larger Brachypelma albopilosum nicaraguas. Sorry. She grabbed the straw, so she may be a little bit scared now. So I can lure her back up here. I scared her right there doing that. Usually she kind of takes her time to come up before she tries to kill something, but that time she grabbed the straw. Here we go. Come on, girl. Come on up, pretty girl. Food's getting away. Oh. She's just turning. Come on up. There we are. A little more. I want to see your beautiful self. Come on up. She's getting pretty big. She's probably gonna molt pretty soon. Not as quick to eat. Let's see if we can try. Alright, here's another Brachypelma albipalas from Nicaragua. We're going to do 2 more after this. All females, all Nicaraguas. There we go. Whoops. Dropped a little too hard there. Ruined your mat. Alright, let's move on to the other 2. They really like these big worms. This one is quite cute. This one molted recently, I think about 12 days ago or so. I have a time lapse of it molting actually. Oh no, I accidentally erased that one. That's right. sorry. She thought I threw something extra in there for her. So I usually do feed multiple items at a time. But these are big enough for these, I can feed them one. Alright, let's move on to another one. Alright, that's a little one. This one might have some trouble with one of these worms. We'll see what happens. I like to call it a mealworm rodeo when they get bucked all around. We'll see how this one acts with it. This one's still fairly young. It doesn't have all that real nice long hair yet. Alright, so let's try to feed our large OBT. She hasn't had one of these big worms yet, so should be good. There she is. She's coming. Probably see one of the legs now. There we go. Ooh, she's so pretty. Wow. Come on, up up, girl. Come on. Come on. There you are. A little more. This a little bit more. Show off your colors and your size. Oh. Oh. I moved too much of the mat at one time and she figured the whatever was out here was too big. Darn it. They're very shy. I think they're very misunderstood. I never get threat poses. Come on, girl. Let's show off that size. She's a little more cautious this time. Food's getting away. It's getting away. He's waiting for it to get close again, I think. Kind of just want to drop one in there, but if it starts to dig, I'll be scared to go grab it. Maybe we'll just give her one instead of trying to get her to come out. We've showed her off a bunch of times, but gosh, she is pretty. I don't have good sized tongs for this. I should go grab the big ones. Or we're just gonna drop one in and feed her. Oh, she didn't grab it. Uh-oh. I'm gonna have to grab that, because if she's gonna molt, I don't want this thing to eat her when she's in a molt trance. There we go. Oh, I don't think she's gonna eat. She may just kill it, that's about it. Oh. Hear the crunches? She's eating it. Oh well, maybe next time we'll get to see a good look at her. Alright, so here's our larger Phormictopus Concerides. I'm not sure if this one's a female or not. I think this one is the female. I got one that's sexed and one that's not. There we go. Better angle. This one's lost a lot of its blue coloration. It's more of pinks and reds, and a copper carapace. The other one we're going to feed's got a lot more blue still. Next mold will be probably like this one. Alright, let's move on to the second one. Chill out. We're gonna leave the lid on until we maneuver it into view here. These ones are pretty dang quick. Alright, this is our second from Disconcerities. This will be the largest food source I've ever fed this one before, so we'll see what happens here. Whoa! Scared me. Well, it was ready to eat for sure. I jumped. I don't know if you've seen what happened on camera, but it jumped up to it as I was dropping it. Or maybe even right before I dropped it. Kind of grabbed the tongs. This is the first big worm this one's got to eat. It molted a couple weeks back, and I just wanted the fangs to harden up, so I've been feeding it like 3 or 4 of the smaller mealworms, or regular sized mealworms. Alright, let's move on to something else. That is a pretty tea though, isn't it? Here's one of my Harpectra pulchripes that I've been waiting to molt, and I'm not sure where it's at right now in its process. Oh, see, I get more threat poses out of this one than I do out of my OBTs. So we're just gonna drop one in to see how it's feeling. As soon as she molts, we're gonna breed her with a buddy's male that he has. We've just been waiting for a long time now. She's like 70 days past her last molt. Maybe even 90? I need to relook at the numbers. Looks like I grabbed one that's doesn't move very much. Ooh. It was like it could definitely tell where the head was and went for the head. That was pretty cool. This may be her last feeding before molt. The coloration is very dulled. The blues are almost gray. So I'm pretty sure this will be the last feeding. Well, at least hopefully, right? Get some babies of this beauty would be awesome. Here's another Harpectra pulchripes. This one needs to molt and hasn't molted in a very long time. Like 200 something days. Maybe it molted and I just missed it. And it's packed away somewhere in its hide. So we'll see if it's hungry. That first one that we fed, that one doesn't really use the hide. Every time I create a new one, it just webs right over the opening and sits on top of everything. Oh, we're getting some strikes, so Oh yeah. I don't know if you can see that, but it's upside down trying to bite. Ah! Okay, okay. Maybe we'll put one in next to it. I don't know. I don't know if I want to. Ah! Alright, alright. Don't worry. Maybe it will grab it because it realizes it's food, but if not, we'll just have to pull it out before it digs away. Ooh, see how it's rubbing its fangs together? I wonder if it's audible. Alright, alright. See, I get more threat poses from these guys than I do on OBT. Here's my Incio Cretella Alavaceae. It always covers this water dish up. I think it's going to molt soon, but we're going to see if it's hungry. It hasn't had one of these large mealworms yet either. One of these big worms. Let's fill its water dish first. Sometimes if it's hungry, it will come up when I do that. So. The pressure was a little bit high there. I wasn't expecting it to be like that. Alright, so let's see. This is one of my other favorite ones with the color and the name. Alright, we'll try the other opening then. Let's change the camera angle if needed. Looks like we're going to come out that opening instead. Pretty close to molting, so it may not eat. It's starting to come, but it's really slow. Usually it's quite fast to come eat. But I did spray kind of viciously there with the water pressure on the sprayer. And I kind of let it dry out. The species like is a little bit more moist, so when it is pretty dry, it tends to hide more. There we go. Hopefully we can get it to come out. I think it's probably not hungry because this thing is usually crazy fast about eating. Unless it's just, usually it's a lot smaller food too. It's stalking its prey. I think it's more coming out for water and moisture than food at this point. Damn it. This is going to be interesting. I can't really grab that in there without a chance of getting tagged. This is a Tanzanian, so Africa. I don't want to get tagged by something from Africa. Whoops, water dish. See what happens with that. These things drowned really fast, so hopefully it'll climb out. I think it's gonna molt, because usually it is very hungry. Very quick to eat. Alright, at least we got a good look at it. Not sure if this one's a male or a female yet. Hopefully a female. I only have one. Alright, so my battery died, but luckily I have a plug. So that worked out. So I fed all my terrestrial species that were ready to be fed. So here, let me see how many arboreals we can feed. This is my Carabiner versicolor. This one's a male. This is my larger one. This thing's pretty fast, so we'll see how this goes. And we have a T on the ground, but that's alright. It landed on the carpet, so we're good there. That is actually the very first time that's ever happened. I knew it had a chance though, because this little thing is so fast. Alright, come on now. Let's get it to crawl into our catch cup. Catch bucket. I have this big old bucket here because of the OBT and the Hysteria creates gigas. Alright. I think we're gonna try to switch containers here to a smaller catch container. Not really sure how I should do this. This has never happened before. It's the first time for everything. There we go. Alright. Well, that was pretty smooth for a fail. Pretty smooth fail. Let's try again, I guess. We know it's hungry. Oh, don't make me have to grab the mealworm out of there. I think it's a little bit shooken up from the attempted escape. Usually I feed my arboreals through the holes. With mealworms it really works well, but it doesn't film very well. So we will try to grab this one back out of here. I think we're just a little too shooken up to feed. That happens though. Or not. Oh, there we go. That was great. Good recovery. Good feeding. Did you see those fangs come out first before it punctured it? That was pretty cool. Alright. Beautiful tee. See, I knew this one was going to be fast like that. It usually is. Alright, let's move on to another one. So here's our second carabiner versicolor. Oops. When I just filled up the water dish, it freaked out and dropped down and tried to bite the water, so we know we're hungry with this one. I never fed one of these big mealworms, so this may be interesting. Or not very interesting. It's kind of an odd way that it grabbed it. It's pretty anchored down and around the corner there on its web. It may come out and try to tackle it a little bit better. Hopefully. This is another male. The two that I have are both males, so I do need to purchase some more. And they're such a fun tee to just own anyway through its sling stage with the blue coloration. Oh, looks like that's all we're gonna get. That's alright. Let's see what else we can find. Alright, so I know this was a feeding with big worm video, but I really do want to show off the new colors of my Homomioma chilensis. So we're going to feed it a small mealworm, but I really wanted you guys to see the new colors on this one. It's finally got fur and it's got the nice grayish colors that it has. Before it was pink. So this is the first time we actually got fur and some color. And it is such a beautiful little tee. Let's see if we can zoom in a little better. I don't think we can without going blurry. That's about as good as we're gonna get. Let's try to lure it out just a little bit more if I can. And we got a nice beautiful red patch on the butt too. There we are. Look at that cutie. So let's give it a little mealworm. Whoa! And that's the mealworm rodeo right there. And I wanted a video of me saying it calling it by its proper name. I've been calling it its old name this whole time. Euthylis species red. So it's a Homomioma chilensis. There we go. I think I got it right. We're kind of hiding underneath that leaf there, but that's alright. But we finally got some colors on there, no longer just a little pink thing. And also that means that we're closer to being out of that danger zone where they don't retain their moisture very well and things like that. Even though this tee is 2 years old. Just over 2 years old. And only about 1.25 inches. We'll say 1.5 inches. It's always really a guesstimation anyway. You don't sit there and hold the tee and measure it. Let's see if I can tip it so you can see a little better. That plant is right in the way. That beautiful red patch on that gray blue body. It really sticks out. We got quite a bit of fur this mold too. Alright, bye-bye little T. Hey, so thanks for checking out my video. If you happen to enjoy it, please like and subscribe. And if you know someone that might enjoy it as well, then please share it with them. We do videos every Tuesday. And here is a subscribe button. There's a video recommended for you. And there's the AGT Exotics playlist. Alright, we'll see you guys next week.